This may not shock you, but we're picking right up from there. And we're gonna go look for that derelict vessel. I'm gonna try to maybe read over some of the notes here. Maybe I'll notice something that we haven't, that I perhaps have missed. Yeah, so this settlement on Noma constructed a temporary settlement beneath a crashed pod. It still says there's something in the old settlement, and this is different from the Sunless City. Oh, and I kept getting that mixed up. I kept going back to the Sunless City. Probably because I saw this picture of the anglerfish. No, the old settlement is... yeah, it's very similar to the Hanging City. My city... Suspended beneath Brittle Hollow's northern glacier, the city is divided vertically into 4 districts. I found a switch in the Meltwater district, raised the lowers of the Black Hole Forge. The Nomai debated how to obtain a highly powerful, advanced warp core required for the Ash Twin project. The Nomai traveled to the solar system in pursuit of a signal of the eye of the universe. Nomai constructed a temporary settlement beneath the crashed pod. The Nomai worked together to recall in an eye-shaped thing. The signal was somehow older than the universe itself. The Nomai said, yeah, okay, this isn't new. The Nomai abandoned the settlement over growing concerns about its stability, but there's still more to explore. Alright, to Brittle Hollow. To the old settlement specifically. Brittle Hollow, which is... somewhere. There it is. But okay, we don't have a specific location that we're looking for. But there's something here that's... no, that's fine. Who needs landing gear? What just happened? Did we break the planet? No, we just broke some. Steps. Landing gear damaged. Who needs landing gear? As Feldspar says, interesting crashes 0. Or, non-interesting crashes 0. Okay, where was that point of ingress? Ugh, I've already wasted so much fuel. Alright, so our ultimate goal here is I want to find the big Nomai vessel. And our clue is that there must be something near the old settlement. Been a little while since we came this way. Note, sure not to wander too far from here. Temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks. Temporary settlement. Is that the one we want? Might actually be. I don't think we want to go to the Hanging City. Huh. This must be the temporary settlement. Apparently we missed something here. Okay, so we have a picture of the eye. This knowledge is too dear to lose. Here is everything we can recall about the signal we encounter while on board the vessel. I think the vessel is what we're looking for. The signal looked like an eye, round with a circle in the center, much like a pupil. Suppose the pupil was looking for something. The signal was older than the universe. Now my clan, we must find it. I mean, what? What is this Cthulhu-esque thing going on here? Oh, it's... Wait, Dark Bramble grabbed their ship and enclosed their ship? Is that what am I seeing that correctly? I thought Dark Bramble was just a seed. A seed of horrors, but a seed nonetheless. It embedded itself in a planet and fractured it. But I have no other way to interpret those Nomai drawings other than the seed captured the ship. Oh boy. No. Nice. My brother wasn't in Escape Pod 1 with us. Was he in Pod 2 or 3? Was he able to board an escape pod at all? We sacrificed too much arriving here. I will not allow our clan's greatest loss to be in vain, says Plume. The pain of your absence is sharp and haunting, and I would give anything not to know of it. Anything but never knowing you at all, which would be worse. I can only hope that you are safe, Keek, wherever you are. Keek? That's not a name I recognize. Keek must be Plume's brother. Keek. Oh, the scout. I think that's where we want to go. I can't understand. Why did the vessel crash in that place? Was the vessel unwell in some way? And Thatch and Plume are asking that. Felix responds, no, Anona. No. Anona and I checked before the warp, and the warp core navigation systems were both well. We warped to follow that curious signal from the eye of the universe. Where we arrived was wrong. It wasn't where we tried to go. Suppose it wasn't a problem with the vessel, but our destination. I'm afraid for our friends in Escape Pod 3. Ship log updated. Okay, so this must be the Great Nomai vessel, the one we're trying to find. It heard the eye of the universe, and then seems to have been captured by the bramble seed, which in turn... Wait, what is this? Okay, so here's the twins. Oh, this is the location of the 3 pods. I see. Yeah, one made it to the twins. One to Brittle Hollow. And then one, unfortunately, got stuck in Dark Bramble. We found this in Dark Bramble. We did not find the big ship. So the big ship itself was collected by Dark Bramble somehow. So I was getting my names completely wrong. I kept seeing this and I was either getting it confused with the... Oh crap, we're going down. We gotta read this quick. Elix, look out below. Look out for the gravity hole. For should you slip and lose your grip, something. Did it come out with us? Where did it go? I don't see it. Is that it? Maybe. All I know is we need to find the Whitehole station ASAP. Well, the good news is we found what we needed, which was the missing piece of information from the old settlement. And what I was trying to say was, every time I saw the old settlement, I either mistakenly got it mixed up with the Sunless City, and or got it mixed up with the Hanging City, but really all it was that temporary settlement. We got a lot of ship log updates. Hopefully that gives us a bit of a clue on how to proceed. Knowing that the Nomai vessel, the main vessel, was collected by Dark Bramble is certainly a huge piece of information. I wasn't quite sure I even understood when the ship log said we had seen some massive Nomai ship. I didn't see it myself, or at least if I was looking at it, perhaps I didn't recognize it as such. But that iconography spelled it out a lot clearer for me. Regardless, oh, you know what? We need to check the. Oh, that's probably going to be okay. Yeah, we're bouncing. All right, what do we got here? Oh. Oh. Interesting. Okay. A mural of a Nomai vessel encountering a signal. A mural of Dark Bramble ensnaring the Nomai vessel. A mural of 3 escape pods. Okay, I guess we already figured all that out. Okay. Well, we didn't find a direct clue telling us precisely where to go. Oh, no, we have more info here. The Nomai warped to the solar system in a spaceship called the Vessel. They were attempting to follow the signal of the Eye of the Universe. The vessel crashed somewhere in Dark Bramble. The vessel's core broke when the ship crashed in Dark Bramble. I launched my scout into... Yeah, okay. We have more of those pieces. But how do we... We went into the center! Come on, man. The vessel's beacon was dying and would soon be gone completely. If I launch it through the seat, I can take photos of an enormous derelict Nomai ship. This bothers me. I mean, we're going back to Dark Bramble. We have to. I knew eventually it would happen, but... as always, I've been putting it off. What the heck is this? What are we locked onto? But... what? What? What is this? We're flying towards nothing. Whatever it is, we're coming up on it. Let's slow down. Wait, what the? What is this? Is this the probe? Wait, I can hear something. Alright, let's take a look here. Goodbye, ship. What?
We're off like a dirty shirt in the wash. We're off like a dirty shirt in the wash. We're off like a dirty shirt in the wash. We're off like a dirty shirt in the wash.
We're off?
We're off like a dirty shirt in the wash. We're off like a dirty shirt in the wash. We're off like a dirty shirt in the wash.
Fig... what?
We're off like a dirty shirt in the wash.
9 a.m. successfully launched.
We're off like a dirty shirt in the wash.
Fig backer satellite. Alright.
We're off like a dirty shirt in the wash.
Okay. I think, if I had to guess, this is some sort of
The wash.
Kickstarter thing. Alright, let's get back to our ship and hopefully not. I've been completely derailed. I don't even remember what we were doing. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! It's fine. We'll make it back. But okay, we were traveling, I believe, to Dark Bramble. We might even want to meditate because I don't know how much time left we have. Although lacking time does seem to make me a bit more bold, so perhaps we should just go straight in. And not worry so much about the time. So, one thing I've been wanting to test is, can we enter the signal, the place that we find the signal for the Nomai vessel, but stay inside the ship? Because our issue, or rather our attempts, were done under the logic of needing to not make noise. And we confirmed that you are indeed able to do it if you exit the ship. Now I'm wondering if we go through that portal, but this time stay inside the ship but just not thrust in any particular direction, will the ship still make noise, or will we be able to float through past them all? I'm not rightly sure. How did we find the Nomai vessel signal in the first place? What did we do? We oh right, we followed the, no, not that one, the distress beacon. And And as always, we will make sure there are no horrible fish in between ourselves and our destination. You know, this was so much less scary the first time when I didn't know what horrors awaited us. Nope. Nope. Here we go. And so, we come here with different contexts this time, knowing that Dark Bramble somehow sees the vessel. Okay, our scouts is that away, and that is the way we shall travel. Oh, that's just horrid. And now we will travel to this red location, pass through it, and just hold our breath and not move. If I did this the first time by leaving the ship and I never needed to do that, I'm going to feel very silly about all this. See, I feel like the ship is going to bump into one of these things. We'll find out, won't we? Oh my goodness, it doesn't. You're kidding me. I did this outside the ship, and I didn't need to. It's kind of amazing. Ugh, what horrible, horrible things. Alright, just like last time, we're going to wait until we get well beyond the earshot of these anglerfish before we start to freely move around. We can see there on the left, there is some sort of branch or something that is passing by. So we are moving. I think we're probably very close to being safe, but I'm gonna still just wait a little longer. I still hear their breathing behind us. Okay, I think we're safe now. Now, do we follow the location of the scout? Oh, shoot. Time's resetting. Alright. As I said, a lack of time makes me bold. And so, we shall boldly travel as fast as I can to some location or another. Oh my goodness, it's the ship! We found it! How? How did I miss this? Okay, well we can do this again very easily. In fact, do we even need to... Well, yeah, we need to go to the Nomai Grave because we need the scout signal to tell us where to go once we get through the Red Seed. Gosh darn it though, we're here! Oh wait, is gravity? Hold on, let's figure this out. No, there's no gravity, I just bumped into something. What is this? This thing is huge. Well, it feels huge anyway. I suppose it would have to be if it carried the entire Nomai race. Or at least a large portion of it. It doesn't seem like there's very much going on here, though. Looks like a chess pawn. Is there no way in? Are we on the bottom side? Is this how we should be looking at it? How do we get in? Oh look, here's is this another escape pod? Huh. Not even Dark Bramble is safe from the supernova. We got a lot of good info that time. We're definitely going just straight back to the center of Dark Bramble. I feel like we have no reason not to. Cannot believe I went there without the ship. Why did I do that? It's overcomplicating things. I thought the ship, you know, the Harthians, they use combustible engines, and I assume a combustible engine must use some kind of, admittedly, this is probably wrong. I was thinking, oh, combustible engine. It uses pistons like a car. It must make noise, even when it's idle. Clearly that's wrong. A car is not a combustible engine, is it? It's probably classified as something else. Steam, right? It's a steam engine. I'm kidding, by the way, if you can't tell. I'm dumb, but I'm not that dumb. But alright. No longer, I feel, we need to be quite as afraid of the center of Dark Bramble. You know, for some reason, being in the center of Dark Bramble scares me less. In a way. I think it's because you're not in a solid the same way you are in the center of Giant's Deep. Like, Giant's Deep, you're... I don't know. It feels like you're going to be swept away or, like, crushed or... Not quite sure how to describe it. Like, being swept away in an ocean of blackness. I imagine dying in a sewer is much the same way, which gives me the same kind of fear. Like, the horrifying nature of being swept away into a whirlpool of blackness with no chance of escape. At least in Dark Bramble, I feel like we're moving through air. Well, it's not air, but space. Although, you can occasionally hear the breathing of those gosh darn anglerfish, and that's not any good. Wait, what? Where are we? I'm a little lost. I take that back. I'm very lost. Let's leave this seed. Okay, that's fine. Outer hull is damaged. We don't need that. Why can't I see anything? Oh dear. So I think somehow I went into the wrong seed. Oh, cool. I think that thing saw us. Hey, you fancy a full speed ahead attempt to get into here? 'Cause that's what we're gonna have to do. There's no other option at this point. I think we made it. There we go. Okay, now we're in the right place. Hopefully that anglerfish isn't just waiting for us when we come back. Because if it is, we're just doomed. Alright, the scout is... I can't do it if it's on our right side. I have to do it if it's on the left. Because that was the way we did it last time. Alright, so right there. There we go. Time to find out if the anglerfish reset after you go through one of these seeds. I hope so. It looks like they do. Okay, just like before, we enter, we don't hit any buttons, so because we have a bit of time to talk whilst we float through these horrible space fish. Something I should note is that it appears that when traveling through these seed portals, all momentum gets canceled out. Our velocity is set to a very specific number, or amount, or speed, or whatever the word for velocity is, our exact trajectory is always the same, and the angle through which we pass through it is always the same. Like, what am I trying to say? The pitch? What do you call that? The pitch and the yaw, or something like that? That's what you talk about when you rotate. The rotation of the ship is exactly the same. So, that's not specifically relevant, but that just gave me something to talk about while we were floating slowly towards the center of Dark Bramble. It does mean that even if we... Because I tried it out there, I tried to thrust into the portal to see if we could get through here and move a little quicker, pass through the fish a little quicker, but it doesn't look like we did. Looks like we passed through at just the same speed as last time. Okay, we travel towards our scout. And from there, we finally get to explore the vessel, which is really exciting. I think that's how we're supposed to be looking at it. It seems to make the most sense, and it matches up with the pictures that we were seeing. There's this large sphere in the center. And I believe the Nomai weren't able to get back to the ship. This vessel, it was just lost to them. So we should see a snapshot view of the Nomai before they had made any of their discoveries about our solar system. Darn, I was hoping we could maybe get into it from the bottom. Does not look to be the case. How do we enter this thing? Okay, there were several escape pods launched. They look like that. There's none there. Yeah, so not all the pods could launch, is what I'm guessing. Can we enter in through here? No. Here's another one. No, if I lose my orientation, I lose everything. The pictures depict Dark Bramble as if it was reaching out and grasping the ship. And if that was the case, you would expect it to do the same thing with us. But it's not. Alright. There are 3 of these protrusions that are missing pods, and 2 that have pods. So not all the pods could even be launched. Seems that there were maybe 5 of them. This seems to be some kind of cracked core. Unceremoniously, I'm going to land on it. Nothing happened. Exit ship, aft hull, something something. Alright. I think we might have to actually repair the ship this time. No, hey! Might be better if we get out of the ship and explore firsthand anyway. Ship seems to be slowly floating away from us. probably good enough. One moment. The underclocking seems to have fixed the crashing problems, but seems to increase the delay in the microphone buffer. I should just set up a hotkey to refresh it so I don't have to keep pausing the video. Notes to myself, you don't need to worry about that. Anyway, I'm kind of perplexed here. We have found the vessel, but surprisingly, what we're supposed to do here doesn't seem terribly obvious. Ah, a massive root seems to have pierced this globe, which explains why the globe is fractured. One would assume that a vessel would have some manner of entering, but I don't see anything here. Some kind of power is still running through the ship itself. Again, no way to enter or exit from whatever this is. Some kind of thruster? There doesn't even seem to be anything to interact with. Broken glass. We're using a lot of fuel to float around this thing. This station isn't small, it's probably nearly the size of Adelrock. I want to stay in this central area because it seems to be the most logical to me as far as entering and leaving the ship, but we're not finding anything there. So I think we have to look elsewhere. But here's the end of the ship. There's no way in through there. What about these escape pods? They seem to be almost rusted. Wait, what's this? Is this our way in? Okay, confirmation that there were nomai still on the ship, on the vessel, when it crashed. Yeah. This glass painting seems similar to the glass we saw on... Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, wow. There were a lot of nomai on the vessel that perished. What is this? Warp core? I mean, it seems like a very broken warp core. They did say, though, didn't they, that the warp core had broken when they crashed into Dark Bramble, right? What's this? Oh, wow. Now we're gonna really start getting something. Look at this. This isn't written on some wall. This is on a very smooth slate. Felix, this is Eskal's vessel. Something went badly during our warp, and our vessel is mortally wounded. We need help as quickly as possible. Our vessel appears to have... Has it fused with the local environment somehow? There are vines that are now part of the vessel. It's been torn apart from the inside itself. We are abandoning our vessel. Any Nomai clans or spaceflight capable species receiving this message, I implore you, we need help. Is this broken? Can anyone hear me? Our vessel is dying. We need immediate assistance. Dying? Mortally wounded? That seems like strange ways to describe a vessel. To any Nomai, says Kana, whose vessels can hear this message, it is clear the universe is dying. There are fewer and fewer resources and safe places within space now, so my clan and I believe the best option is for all of our clans to stay together. I heard about this. It's not something we need to worry about in our lifetime, but this concept that the heat death of the universe and all of this, like, eventually all matter will continue to expand through space and move further and further away from each other. So I think I even talked about this in one of the episodes. You can, again, thank Lepcis for me even knowing about any of this stuff. If you can reach the Gloaming galaxy, we found that black rock suns are fairly stable, and life in this star system is comparatively thriving. We live in relative safety. If you prefer to continue exploring alone, know that you will be on your own. Bromi responds, Kana, we're making our way to you. Kana says, it's good to hear from you, Bromi. We'll watch for your vessel. Has anyone heard from Neem? His clan was on its way to our vessel, but they never arrived, and he hasn't sent any messages. I'm beginning to worry. That is unsettling. It reminds me of that old myth my grandfather used to tell. The disappearance of Eskal. Huh? I thought this was the Eskal. I remember hearing that story as a child. One day, Eskal's vessel simply stopped responding. The other clans searched and searched but found no trace. It was as if their missing friends had warped out of existence. That's no myth, my friends. Eskal's clan existed, and their story was real, says Hyssop. Bromi says, what a curious event to have passed into myth. Our ancestors' ancestors were told that story when they were young. Are you sure it's true, Hyssop? It was a very long time ago, but yes. My clan's ancestors searched for Eskal's clan for a long time, but in the end, none of them were ever seen again. It's the only time in our history a vessel has ever disappeared this way. Hyssop, I hope you aren't comparing Eskal's story to my clan's vessels, says Neem. Neem, my friend, we feared you were gone, says Clem. Not yet, we aren't, but nearly. We found trouble during our warp. The triple suns of the Bright Spark systems exploded, and it was only a lucky coincidence we weren't caught in the blast. We'll meet you soon, Kana. I'm relieved your clan is safe, Neem. It's good to hear your words. Any vessels nearby, remember to be extremely cautious of potentially unstable stars, which is most of them now. But I thought this was the Eskal. This is Eskal's vessel. Why would there be a record indicating... They were almost talking of the Eskal as if it was in the past. Unless they warped into the future somehow. They had to have, right? Suns are dying. It seems that Kana had some sort of... was living in a solar system with a relatively stable sun, but even that would eventually die. Isn't that weird? Theoretically, if humans attained immortality, we would still eventually die anyway, or our life would cease to be due to, unless we find some way to reverse it, or create some sort of, what do you call it, a form of energy that creates more energy than it uses, which is probably impossible. Can't remember what that's called. Ow. That's a good way to match velocity. Just plant your face into a wall. Seems like the electrical systems of much of the ship are gone, and as such we don't seem to be able to open these windows. Now, I said that those panes of glass were cracked, but on closer examination they all look like this, so I was mistaken. It's some kind of design. Also, we have this warp core vessel. I feel like we might as well just go pick this up. It's not like it's doing anything. Take it back to the ship with us. Kind of want to make sure we haven't missed anything up here. Wait, you're kidding me. Oh man. It's already time for the sun to explode? Well, that sucks. At least we found an entrance into the vessel. I was kind of worried that we weren't going to find anything. With what little time we have... Sorry, no, my skeleton. With what little time we have left, let's see if there are any other entrances that we can find. Or, perhaps even better, let's commit this specific entrance to memory. How can I locate this in the future? It was... Shoot. If I don't orient myself, I'm never going to remember it. Oh gosh, and I've already lost it. Wait, here we go. Was it? No. Yeah, okay. It was right next to a giant vine piercing the ship. That should be pretty easy to remember. So follow the vines that are piercing the ship, and we'll be able to find our entrance. Oh, reactor. Hey, we know how to fix that this time. Yeah, nailed it. With the very limited time we have left, I don't see any other obvious really big vines that are also piercing the ship, so that might be our one and only entrance. Unless this is... that one might be? It's hard to tell. It is, but I don't see an actual entrance. Okay, so I think we got everything that we needed from the vessel, which is good. Normally I wait until the next episode to read the computer logs, but we have a bit of time still. So we're going to take a quick gander at the computer logs. We won't complete a full cycle. We'll try and put some of the pieces together. The benefits of not having to constantly restart, which is nice, to be honest. Okay, again, we got a lot of really good info there. Feel like that was a huge part of the mystery kind of revealed. Oh no, there's still more stuff for us to do! Alright, that's fine. I found the derelict Nomai vessel deep within Dark Bramble. The vessel's warp core is long dead. The Nomai tried to call for help, but the vessel's outgoing message system broke during the crash. The vessel... oh, so it broke. So they could receive but not send, maybe? The vessel can still hear... okay, hear incoming messages from other Nomai vessels. The remaining Nomai clans are regrouping in response to the impending death of the universe. Yeah, the vessel's warp core is long dead. Found the derelict... so they had to have... they had to have gone into the future, right? That's the only thing that makes sense. Also, because I'm not planning on doing a full cycle, let's go straight to Dark Bramble. If we die, we die, and it's not a big deal. Let's go to Dark Bramble and see if we even need to send that signal through the seed, or whether we can just go straight to the black light. Which, now that I think about it, why is that light black in the ramble? Is there even an explanation? Does there need to be an explanation? I don't know. But okay, so the Nomai warped to our solar system looking for the Eye of the Universe. Why? I'm not sure. I think that's the probe going off in the distance. Or rather, we know why they were looking for the Eye of the Universe. They were looking because they were curious. Sorry, what I meant to get at was more why they warped, which apparently took them into the future? Except there were multiple instances of clans saying, oh, that happened recently, or oh, that didn't happen recently, or... yeah, there seemed to be a discrepancy in time. And they being the vessel, couldn't send messages, but they could receive them. And in the midst of their crisis, they seemed to be receiving messages indicative that there was some kind of, or rather indicative that, oh, well, that's just pleasant. I don't think we're gonna make it. Hi. How's it going? Yeah, I think, wait, well, that was weird. Wait, I think it hit a spike. Did you see that? I think it hit one of the thorns. What a terrifying thing. Oh no. You remember how I said you always come through here at the same angle? I'd have been wrong. I think I said you always come through here at the same rotation. That is apparently not true. But it's okay. Apparently we're all right. Okay, so you don't enter in at the same facing, I guess is the way to put it. Your facing isn't the same. But yeah, there's some timey-wimey nonsense going on here. The specifics of which I do not know precisely. Ultimately, the only reason we came down here, though, was to test to see if we could do this without first going to the Nomai grave. So there's that. But that's the obvious path, right? Well, I guess there's that one, too. Ugh, and that one. Yeah, alright. I guess we need to go to the Nomai grave, because otherwise... That's obviously not a seed. Otherwise, we don't actually know which seed to take. I mean, I guess any seed is as good as any other, right? We encountered this problem last time. Got this duplicate signal problem, which means we probably went into the wrong seed. Oh, and then it just kicks you out, so you can't even try multiple times. Yeah, Alright, well, that confirms it. You need to go to the grave first. And we'll probably have to go back to the vessel because there's apparently something we missed. I don't know what it is. Regardless, we uncovered many more secrets, but yet now have more questions, which is the nature, it seems, of Outer Wilds. Otherwise, as always, thank you, my friends, for tuning in. Take care out there. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next one.